Ashworth and Mildred Corrine Cooper Ashworth. She started school at Trickham in Speed, Alabama, attended Gaston Middle School near Gadsden, Alabama for 1 year, and then she attended Douglas High School in Douglas, Alabama, where she graduated at the tender age of 17. After graduating, she went to Huntsville, Alabama, to live with her Aunt Billy Joe Ashworth Carroll and Uncle James Vincent Carroll Sr. and their children, Sheila, my first wife, Jimmy and Mike, her brothers, their cousins. She started work right away for the Alabama Credit Bureau for about a year. For many years, she worked for Redstone Federal Credit Union, then the president of the Alabama Central Credit Union, Ron Haas, was so impressed by her work that he hired her to be a branch manager in Decatur, Alabama. She worked there until her retirement, while at the same time holding down a second job at U.S. Airways at the Huntsville International Airport. As well known, y'all I'm sure, Naomi loves music and dancing. When at home and younger, she practiced jitterbug and other dances using Brother Billy as her dancing dummy. Just hold my hand, she would say. Many years later, she went to city stages in Birmingham, Alabama, where she heard music she had never heard before and saw a dance she had never seen before. The music and the dance, of course, was Zydeco. Her enjoyment of Zydeco led her to join the Cajun Zydeco Connection in Huntsville, which led to over 20 years of her going to the Lafayette area to enjoy Zydeco and her becoming friends with people from all over the country and, in fact, all over the world. Winter 2015, she decided to move to Breaux Bridge, and she sold her home in Huntsville and packed her bags, accompanied by her dog, Peppy, her pot-bellied pig, Madonna, and her horse, Randy. With the help of good friends and Brother Billy, she completed the move in January 2016. The move to Breaux Bridge fulfilled her dream of being able to dance Zydeco as often as possible among happy people with smiles on their faces. People who were, as we say in Louisiana, passing a good time. She was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2009. The cancer returned in her body and was discovered in June 2022. She put up a fight. She even took to her walker to go to a few final dances. She lost the battle. On January 10th, 2023. Today, we rejoice in memory of Naomi on her mother's 100th birthday and her maternal grandfather's 142nd birthday. May they be rejoicing together and having a wonderful party. Now, as Billy went through some of Naomi's papers, he discovered a newspaper clipping of a poem and a note from Naomi asking that the poem be read at her memorial service. The clipping doesn't reveal the poem's title nor the poem's author, but I'm going to share it with you now. I want no burial when I am dead, no grave to hold my body, scattering slowly beneath the earth, unwanted where once it walked so proudly in the spring, burn it and throw the ashes to the wind. The wind may yet remember where to go, and it will search across the world and find 100 places that I used to know. For epitaph, say only, it's over. She loved the earth, but she has gone away. Some of her lies in summer clover, some on the hilltop where the low clouds stray, and some are caught among the elms and firs that once she foolishly believed were hers. Now, if you'd like to share a memory of Naomi with Billy, with with her family. There's a basket over here with some cards stacked in front of it, pins. You can find a memory of her. If you'd like to share a memory of Naomi now with the group, well, now would be the time to come forward or stand in place and say something about Naomi if you would like to.
I got to know Naomi when I moved here with Kay in 2018. And that was one of the best little dancers I ever, because I didn't know nothing about dancing. But she could take you and show you how to do it. And I really, really miss her for that. She's still good, be good today if she can show me some more moves.
Naomi was a good buddy. We both liked a lot of the same things. We hit all of the junk shops we could possibly hit. And we came home usually with a bunch of stuff that we didn't need. One of the things she used to buy a lot of were cowboy boots. She had more cowboy boots, I think, than Dolly Parton. The other thing that she liked was animals. I think most of her friends realized that she liked animals better than people. One day we were driving along and we were passing this dead skunk. And I was hoping she didn't see it. We passed the skunk and she said, we gotta turn around, I gotta look at that skunk. So I turned around. She gets out of the car and examines the skunk. And for my whole life, I've never wished that an animal was dead than I did that skunk. So she goes over and examines it and moves it and turns it around, and I'm sitting in the car thinking, if there's an inch of life in that skunk, I'm sunk. She's going to try to get that in the car. So she gets in the car and says, oh, it's dead. And I said, Naomi, I'm so sad. So that's my experience, I think.
Well, the first thing I have to say is Naomi was my heart. But she was everybody's heart. And unlike Naomi, I walked out of my house today to come here without my cowboy boots.
Oh, shame.
I'm ashamed, but I did want to tell y'all one fun thing that happened a couple of summers ago. We went to the pig festival or the hog festival, or maybe it's both. It's probably swine festival. Yeah, where is that? Yes. So a couple of summers ago, yeah, Keith Frank's playing. So let's giddy up and go to the swine festival. And we had so much fun. We were really only about 10 of the whole crowd that was white. Yeah. So we had a blast. And she drove us in that, was that a Blazer? Her mom's Blazer? Bronco, what was that? Blazer. She drove us in the Blazer. It was a kind of a clunker. And we got there, and she parked. You know how the roads go? They all have those ditches on both sides. So she parked pretty close to the ditch. And we danced and ate some swine. And then we get back out to the car, and her wheels spin. And she bumps forward and goes right into the ditch. And couldn't get out. So we're spinning forward, we're spinning backwards. We're in the car doing this. And then Naomi gets out of the car and goes around the stack where the road was. And within 3 seconds, there were 4 cowboys in pickup trucks. Can I help you? Can I do? So they pulled us out of the ditch, and we went home happy. And Naomi would be so happy to see y'all here today. And I would be too if I weren't so sad. Love y'all.
Is there anybody else, any family that would like to step up before?
I want to say something.
My name is Jerry, and I would meet Naomi at Bucky Johnny's and Vermilionville. She always had a beautiful smile and a great hug. And I'm going to miss both of those. God let her rest in peace.
Hi. I don't want to be here tonight.
No.
Not for this. And I was just saying to Bill and to Peach, I said, you meet people like that rare in life. It's a rare thing to meet someone that kind and so sweet. And I have a lot of memories with them, but never going on trips to the swine festival and getting stuck or getting cute guys to pull us out of the ditch. That never happened. But every time I saw her heart was just so good. I guess for all of us, I hope anyway, that the thing that I want to be remembered for is that I left the world better than what I found it. That was her. We're all here today because she did something. She touched us in a way. And I left my beer on the table. But I want to raise a toast to a human being, a beautiful soul that was small in stature, but left a huge gaping hole in our heart, but left us better than what she found us. Naomi.
I'm sure most of you know who I am. I love Naomi. But Bill, I want to thank you. For honor, thank you and your family. For honor you. Tom? Thank you. Could ever ask any friend to do what you did. We're all here today to celebrate Naomi. I don't even know what happened. There's so much I have to say. She was such a kind, loving, strong. She was such a compassionate woman. She would give you anything. And she rescued everything. And the reason I waited to be last is because what's in my point is what everyone said But everyone talked about her generosity, her love, her unconditional love, her love for animals. And there's a reason she loved animals. I'm going to skip a part. I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to say it because I'm kind of being torn. So I think it's best I just leave it out. But we all know why Naomi loved animals. She loved them. She loved you guys, everyone, like she loved animals with all her heart. All her heart. Not just half, not just, oh, maybe I'm going to take you in today. No, it didn't matter. I remember my buddy, my best friend, he died of cancer. She was there. She was there with me. She supported me. And what did we do? We went and rescued his turkeys. Turkeys! Okay. Storming, raining, she didn't give a damn. The blazer, who mentioned the blazer?
I did.
Who? Fran? We went in that blazer with no windshield wipers in storm and rain to rescue them turkeys. We did. And we found them a good home. She did. So she loved animals like she loved every day in life. She lived her life to the fullest of her capability. But I just want to read this. Naomi, I know why you love animals. I know now why you love animals so much. They didn't talk bad about you. They didn't judge you. They didn't disrespect you. And they loved you unconditionally. Just as you love them and you love everyone in this room unconditionally. I have so much more to say. I can't even start talking about our work jobs that she just worked her ass off. Probably harder than half the freaking men today. And that's the God's honest truth.
True.
So I'll keep it short. I just wish I'd have met you earlier. I love you.
Anyone else?
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
Se le mata
In closing, I'd like to share with you one of my memories. As Bill recalled, Naomi's first experience with Zydeco was at City Station in Birmingham, and I was with her. As soon as we got back to Huntsville, at our first opportunity, we joined the Cajun Zydeco and began taking Cajun and Zydeco dance lessons. It didn't take very long before we wanted an authentic experience. We wanted to experience Cajun culture and Zydeco music firsthand. So we made our trip to Lafayette. That was her first trip. So I was with her for that. And we first went to Prejean's. Then we looked in at Randall's, Cafe des Amis. There wasn't any dancing at those venues. But then we went to Mulat's. And there was a Cajun band playing there. So we danced a waltz or two and a jitterbug. We had been cautioned not to dance Zydeco when the Cajun band was playing. This is 35 years ago. But I remember that very well because there happened to be a bunch of tourists in the restaurant, and they complimented us on our dancing. So that was exciting. But then we discovered Whiskey River, and that's what I want to tell you about. Now you have to understand we were novices. I mean, it didn't take much to intimidate us. But we walked through the doors of Whiskey River, and I mean the dance floor was crowded, it was pulsating with music, and all we could manage to do was get up on the sides and watch, listen to a few songs and watch. It didn't take very long. Naomi turned to me and looked up at me and she said, "I can't do this." She took me by the arm and led me to the door. We had not been there 15 minutes. And we were gone. Of course, Whiskey River became her favorite dance venue, especially when Gino was playing. And she was fond also of La Poussière, as you all know. So tonight, when you take the dance floor, dancing to Gino's music, just think of Naomi being right there beside him, dancing her heart out. That's the way she would want to be remembered. Thank you. Have a great evening.
I guess about 3 years, 4 years, I had to take a driver's license. We outnumbered, and I said, "Give me your license, give me your keys." So I said, "All right, we'll take you out wherever you needed to go. We'll go." We started going out, and we went from, and he calls on a Wednesday to go out. We started going out from there all the way through the weekend. And we met Naomi through them, and we met Naomi's little brother, Bill. Hi, Bill. And we had a great time with him every time we went out. And talked about Whiskey River. She came over to Whiskey River. Her name and corner happened to be at Whiskey River. Nan's Corner. And she loved coming over there to my corner. And I got a picture of her, and I was surprised to see that. But anyhow, knowing her, you hit it right on the nose. This girl has such a great heart. And I still to this day, when you talk about animals, and I got a good story to tell you. We're driving down, coming back from the dance, turning down the road. We're driving down. I swear to God, I'm driving down. I see an armadillo sitting up like this. He got a beer bottle in it. I said, "Wait a minute, I got to back up and see this." I said, "It was one. Somebody stuck a beer bottle in it." I thought about it. Oh my God. That was my stories about that. Oh yeah. My condolences to you and the family and the friends. This girl was a good girl. And look, I'm going to end it with this. I have a saying, and I don't know if everybody knows me or not. I worked with the Lafayette Police Department for 37 years. I did 22 years in forensics investigations. See all kind of death investigations. And I'm telling you, get out there, live every day like it's your last. Because tomorrow